You lie awake again. The room is dark, but your mind is loud. The ceiling knows your gaze by heart, and your pillow has become a battlefield between exhaustion and thought. You've counted the hours, the regrets, the worries, and still sleep avoids you. You feel it slipping away the more you chase it, and now, here you are, body weary, heart full, mind racing. You didn't want this night to go this way, but it had, and yet, something sacred whispers through the stillness. Peace is not postponed until sleep comes. It begins now, even with your eyes open. God's message tonight is not about fixing your sleep. It's about being held in the middle of unrest. Psalm 91 declares, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty." It doesn't say whoever sleeps. It says whoever dwells. And you, even in this restless hour, are dwelling. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified because you are awake. God is here, present in the noise, near in the ache, wrapped around your fears like a holy shield. Mercy does not require silence. Mercy simply requires surrender. That's the truth Pope Leo X reminded us of when he wrote, "Mercy does not wait for quiet, it waits for consent." And maybe tonight isn't about falling asleep, but falling into trust. You are not the only one whose mind won't stop. So many have whispered into the night, "I'm trying, Lord, I'm trying to rest." And God's reply has never been impatience, it is always presence. Dr. Anita Phillips reminds us that emotional chaos is not incompatible with divine peace. His peace meets us there, right there, where nothing is calm yet. Lisa Bevere teaches us that rest is not the absence of movement, but the presence of safety. So even if your thoughts keep circling, even if your breath is shallow, even if your chest feels tight, your spirit can still be still. Psalm 4:8 says, "I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety." That's not a command. It's a confession, a declaration, a promise. Tonight you are safe. Safe even if your eyes stay open. Safe even if the emotions stay tender. Safe even if the clock keeps ticking. Safe when sleep feels far away. This night prayer is not a performance. It is a permission slip to rest, even if sleep hasn't come yet. You don't need to earn this peace. You don't need to earn God's presence. You are already in the arms of the one who promised. Behold, he who watches over Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. So breathe. Not because the tension is gone, but because God is here. Never left. He is not pacing like you. He is not anxious like you. He is not delayed like your sleep. He is steady. He is mercy, and mercy is enough. Let these words cover your mind like a soft blanket. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. Psalm 91:4. This is not a lullaby for the body. This is an anchor for the soul. Sleep is not the goal. Trust is. And trust is not passive. It's prophetic. It declares, even now God is near. Even now mercy is enough. You didn't find sleep yet, but you found God. And in that, your soul is safe. What am I trying to control that I can lay at God's feet tonight? Can I believe that being awake does not mean being abandoned? Am I willing to let God comfort me, even if I don't feel calm yet? God is near me, even in my sleeplessness. Mercy is here now, not after I fall asleep. Peace begins in trust, not in silence. There is a certain hour in the night when everything feels heavier. The world outside has gone quiet, but your soul is anything but still. You've prayed, you've sighed, you've turned the pillow again, hoping that a new position might unlock peace. But it's not your body that's the problem. It's your heart, stretched thin by worry, swollen with emotions you can't name. This is the hour when distractions fade, and your mind becomes a stage for fears, memories, and questions you tried to outrun all day. And in this very place, this holy unrest, God speaks. Not with thunder, not with demands, but with a message as soft as breath. I see you. I'm still here. I haven't left just because your mind won't rest. His voice is not silenced by your racing thoughts. His presence is not repelled by your unease. Psalm 91 begins with a sacred promise to those who dwell, not those who conquer the night, but those who remain under God's shadow. And right now, even if your eyes are wide open and your chest feels tight, you are dwelling. The shepherd of your soul never sleeps. He's watching over you, walking through the corridors of your restlessness, whispering stillness to the storm within. There is mercy here, not the kind that waits for your emotions to settle or your thoughts to be holy, but real mercy, the kind that stays even when your feelings refuse to cooperate. Pope Leo XIV once said that mercy doesn't wait for silence, it just waits for honesty. And sometimes the most sacred honesty is born in the middle of the night, when you're too tired to pretend and too honest to hide. That's when mercy comes, not to fix you, but to sit beside you. Lisa Bevere reminds us that surrender isn't weakness, it's where strength becomes sacred. Surrender is not the end of trying, it's the beginning of trusting. When you can't carry the weight, that's when you're finally ready to be carried. God is not asking you to try harder tonight. He's asking you to trust deeper. His message isn't go to sleep. It's come to me, even now. Psalm 23 doesn't wait for rest to promise restoration. It begins with presence and leads to peace. That restoration starts the moment you release the need to fix yourself and allow God to care for what's unraveling. You may feel like a failure because you can't do the one thing your body needs most, rest. But your worth is not measured by your sleep cycles. It is measured by your belonging, and you belong to God, even at 3 a.m., even with your heart pounding, even when your thoughts are tangled and raw. D.D. Jakes once said that God speaks most clearly when everything else is silent, and maybe that's what this hour is, a holy invitation, a time not for productivity or perfection but for presence. A moment set apart not for sleep but for communion. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not being punished. You are being wrapped in a grace that doesn't demand your calm. It simply meets you in the chaos. Even in restlessness, you are being loved back to stillness. Even in your anxious breath, God is steady. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't rush. He simply stays. And that is his message in the middle of this sleepless night. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. This moment matters, and he is here within it. What if being awake is not a punishment but an invitation to receive? Can I accept that God's message doesn't need silence to be heard? Am I willing to meet God in this moment, just as I am? God's message reaches me even now. I am not alone in the middle of the night. Mercy is holding me when sleep does not. I am not behind. I am not late. I am not broken. I am deeply seen and quietly held. God's message tonight is not about escaping the night, but embracing the truth that he is here within it. Let that truth become your covering as you wait, breathe, and rest, even without sleep. It's a strange kind of ache, to be deeply tired yet unable to rest. Your body pleads for sleep, but your mind won't let go. Thoughts cycle endlessly. Conversations you wish had gone differently. Fears that rise like tides. Burdens you've carried for far too long. Exhaustion has moved beyond your muscles. It lives in your spirit now. And with it comes shame. The quiet accusation. You should be stronger. You should trust more. But hear this clearly in the silence of this night. You are not failing because you're tired. You are human. You are loved. You are held. God does not wait for you to be restored before he draws near. He meets you here in the middle of the collapse. Psalm 23 tells us, "He makes me lie down in green pastures." That isn't a command, it's a comfort. You didn't choose this stillness, but he's leading you into it. You didn't fail because your eyes won't close or your chest won't calm. You are being shepherded, not away from your weakness, but into his care. Pope Leo XX once wrote, "Rest is not a reward for the strong, it's the sanctuary for the surrendered." You don't have to prove anything to God. You don't have to force peace. You don't have to mask your weariness. Lisa Bevere reminds us that true rest isn't escape, it's embrace. And tonight, God isn't asking you to escape your exhaustion. He's asking you to let him into it. Let go of the idea that you must be composed to be loved. Let go of the script that says faith means pushing through alone. You are allowed to be worn out. You are allowed to be this undone. And still, you are entirely wrapped in grace, not because you're strong, but because you're his. Faith looks like collapse sometimes. It looks like saying, "I can't carry this anymore," and feeling God answer, "You don't have to." This moment, as fragile as it feels, is sacred ground. It's the intersection of human weakness and divine strength, and in it you are already being held. Mercy flows like water through cracked soil. It doesn't force, it finds. It finds the broken places, the overwhelmed parts, the breathless moments. And it doesn't rush them toward healing. It sits with them in love. Romans 8:28 reminds us that all things work together for good, not just the bright days, but the weary nights too. This night may not feel like goodness, but goodness is holding it. God is not on the other side of your breakthrough. He's not pacing while you try to catch up. He is kneeling beside your weariness, whispering peace into the unraveling. There's no need to strive for rest. You don't need to earn it. It's here now, like a gentle wind around your soul. Even if sleep does not come, stillness can. Even if you remain restless, you are not rejected. You are resting in God's presence, even if your body stays tense. You are already safe. You are already loved. You are already enough. What if God is closer in exhaustion than in control? Can I trust that my inability to rest does not push him away? Am I willing to be held instead of holding everything together? I am exhausted, but I am not alone. God holds me, even when I can't hold myself. Mercy surrounds me tonight. I am not unseen. I am not forgotten. I am deeply known and gently carried. You're exhausted, but still held, and that is more than enough for this moment. You've prayed, you've waited, you've repositioned yourself under the covers, breathing slow, counting backwards, reciting scriptures. But sleep has not come, and slowly the ache grows, not just in your body, but in your spirit. It begins to feel like rest is something to be earned, like silence is a prize for those who perform peace well enough. You whisper into the dark, "God, what more do you want from me?" But the truth is, God isn't asking for more effort. He's offering more presence. Not control, not solutions, just himself. Let this night become your holy reminder that mercy doesn't wait for perfection. It moves toward pain. If sleep won't find you, let mercy find you instead. Psalm 91 doesn't speak to the flawless, it speaks to the fragile, to the restless, to the one lying in bed right now with eyes wide open and heart wide exposed. Shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. That's not poetic decoration, it's divine reality. His feathers are over you. His presence is not a future event, it's a current truth. Even when you can't feel anything change, God's wings are already over you. And beneath his wings, mercy breathes softly. It doesn't need you to be calm, it only asks that you be open. God's tenderest mercies arrive when you have nothing left to offer. This is that moment, the moment when your self-help strategies have failed, your logic has gone silent, and your strength has run dry. And here comes God, not as a judge, but as peace itself. He's not requiring stillness to show up. He's bringing stillness with him. Lisa Bevere reminds us that what we call breakdown is often breakthrough, wearing a disguise. Maybe this isn't failure. Maybe this is the moment when surrender becomes sacred. when you stop trying to solve yourself and finally let God hold you as you are not too complicated for His mercy. You are not too tired to be wrapped in His love. You are not outside the reach of comfort. This version of you, the exhausted, teary-eyed, alert at 2:00 a.m. version, is the one God sees, the one He holds, the one He blesses. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a person to be cherished. Mercy doesn't ask, "Are you ready yet?" It asks, "Can I come in now?" And your only task is to say yes, even with the tears, even with the chaos, even with the racing thoughts. Psalm 23 declares that goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and that includes this one, this long, slow, sleepless day turning into a heavy-hamed morning, this unquiet night, this moment when your heart feels like it's carrying too much. God's mercy is not trying to catch up with you. It's already beside you, matching your breath, holding your hand, catching every sigh. You don't need eloquence. You don't need understanding. You don't even need to feel spiritual. Mercy is not earned. It's extended. It knows how to hold what you don't know how to release. You don't have to have words. You don't have to understand why this night is so hard. Mercy doesn't wait for comprehension. It waits for surrender. So let it in. Let mercy find you, not after you fall asleep, not once everything is quiet, but now, right here, with your pulse still racing and your spirit still trembling. There is peace, not because your world has changed, but because you are not facing it alone. It is enough. You are enough. And God is enough. What if peace is not found in sleep, but in surrender? Can I let go of the idea that I must be calm to be comforted? Am I willing to receive mercy before anything changes? God's mercy arrives even when sleep does not. I receive peace not as a result, but as a gift. I am not forgotten. I am being found by grace. Sleep may come slowly. It may not come at all. But mercy has already arrived. Let it hold you. Let it be your exhale. Let it wrap around the weary places in you that long for rest. Even if your eyes stay open, your heart is already being cradled by the one who never sleeps. In the quiet ache of your sleepless night, it's easy to believe you are the only one awake. But you are not. All around the world, lights flicker in dark windows, and hearts pulse with the same ache. Others lie in beds, restless and burdened. Still more have no beds at all, just makeshift shelters, the cold of pavement or the echo of war. Somewhere, a mother rocks a child who doesn't understand the explosions. A father stares into a fireless night, wondering how to keep his family alive one more day. A child cries, not from hunger alone, but from the absence of safety. As you lie in your own pain, know this: your sleeplessness does not isolate you. It connects you. It is a thread in a sacred tapestry of human vulnerability. And God's mercy moves through that tapestry like a wind that knows no borders. This hour may feel powerless, but it is not. Your heart, stretched by love for people you've never met, is participating in the healing of the world, not by fixing it, but by lifting it. Not by being fearless, but by being open. Tonight, as you breathe and whisper your own prayers, take a sacred moment to remember them too. Not with fear, not with despair, but with compassion that transforms. Let this be your offering. Not perfect, not polished, just real. From the depths of your ache, send up a whisper that pierces the heavens and encircles the earth. Lord, we lift to you the innocent who suffer tonight, from war, hunger, fear, injustice. Let your mercy fall like rain on every land cracked by violence. Wrap the wounded in your gentleness, bind up the brokenhearted, defend the vulnerable, provide for the displaced. Comfort those with no home to return to and no lullaby to fall asleep to. Silence the scream of hate with your healing breath. Let peace be born where it's never been known. Let your mercy outrun the machinery of war, outshine the shadows of despair. Give strength to those doing good in secret, and soften our hearts so we do not turn away. Amen. You may not speak it loudly. You may not know all the names or stories, but your prayer still matters. It is part of the sacred mercy that moves unseen across the earth, restoring what hatred has tried to erase. Restoring what hatred has tried to erase. Now, as you sit in the hush that follows, let your own soul breathe. The same mercy you extended toward others is returning to you like a tide. Pope Leo the Catarina once reflected, "The soul that remembers the wounds of others becomes the doorway through which healing walks in." This isn't about ignoring your own pain. It's about realizing your pain and theirs are not competing. They are companions, and God holds them both. Compassion doesn't drain you, it restores you. God's message tonight is not limited to your corner of the world. It pulses through every hidden room where pain sleeps lightly. You are part of something sacred, even in the dark, even in the silence, even in the ache. The God who hears you also hears them. The mercy that covers them also covers you. This is not a night to fix the world. It is a night to release it to the one who holds it all. And I let compassion soften my anxiety instead of harden it. What would it look like to hold both personal pain and global prayer in the same breath? Am I willing to believe my whisper can reach across oceans when spoken in faith? God's mercy knows no border. He hears every cry. My prayer, no matter how quiet, is part of the healing. I am connected to every aching soul by compassion and to God by peace. You may still be awake. The world may still be in pain, but something sacred has happened. You've released your heart in love, and in doing so, peace has found a crack to enter. Even in you, your thoughts won't stop. They circle like restless waves, crashing again and again on the same shores of uncertainty. One minute you feel close to calm, and the next you're pulled under by a memory, a worry, a whisper of fear. It's not just insomnia, it's internal chaos. You're not only tired from being awake, you're tired from thinking. But what if the place where your thoughts race the most is the very place where the shepherd is drawing near? Psalm 23 doesn't say he waits for the calm. It says he restoreth my soul. And that restoration doesn't begin after everything is fixed or stilled. It begins right here, in the swirl, in the ache, in the relentless mental loops that won't let you go. Tonight, the invitation is not to silence your thoughts, but to follow the shepherd through them. His voice does not come with pressure or rebuke. It comes gently, like breath in the dark. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Not just physical rest, but soul-deep quiet. The kind that reaches past logic and lands in love. Dr. Anita Phillips reminds us that a racing mind is often the echo of an overloaded heart. Your heart, though tired, is still trying to be faithful, still trying to process what it wasn't prepared for, still holding stories that haven't found their ending yet. But the shepherd knows. He knows what your mouth can't say and what your mind can't slow down. You may feel ashamed of your inability to turn the thoughts off, but there is no shame here. Only grace, only mercy. Lisa Bevere teaches that in God's economy, weakness is not a flaw. It's a doorway to presence. And right now, your scattered mind is the very place God is stepping into. He's not waiting for you to quiet down. He's already stepping into the noise with you. The Good Shepherd doesn't yell from the safety of heaven. He walks into your valley. He lays down beside your sleepless self and whispers, I am here. I've got you. Let me carry this part too. You are not a project. You are not a failure for thinking too much. You are a child being found in the middle of your need. Psalm 91 promises that those who dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That's not a metaphor tonight. It's your actual place of safety. You are dwelling, even with your questions, even with your tangled thoughts, even with the ache behind your eyes. Dwelling doesn't mean perfection. It means presence. You are here. God is here. and his shadow is wide enough to cover every anxious thought. His mercy stretches over the wild terrain of your mind like soft rain over dry land. You are not at war with your mind tonight. You are being shepherded through it. God is not pacing above your chaos. He is walking in it, beside you, speaking stillness, not as a demand, but as a promise. And that promise holds. You are not too noisy to be loved. You showed up to this prayer. You whispered God into the dark. You reached, even if you didn't feel anything. That is dwelling. That is abiding. And his nearness is your night's greatest gift. Could my racing thoughts be a hidden cry for God's nearness? What if peace doesn't begin when the noise stops, but when I stop running from it? Can I trust that God wants to walk through my thoughts with me, not wait on the other side? My thoughts are not too much for God. The gentle shepherd walks with me through my anxiety. Peace is not delayed by noise. It begins with presence. Let the thoughts come and go like wind across the water. You are not abandoned to them. The shepherd is near. His rod and staff aren't tools of punishment. They are symbols of protection. They guide you, even in this. So breathe. You're not lost in your thoughts. You're being led, thought by thought, into the quiet arms of God. Some nights feel like tests you didn't study for. You try to breathe deeply, recite scripture, whisper the right prayers, but stillness stays just out of reach. And with every passing minute, guilt starts to grow. If I had more faith, maybe I could rest. Maybe God is disappointed because I can't quiet myself. But here is the truth that cuts through all of that noise. You don't have to be still to be loved. You don't have to find calm to be cradled. God doesn't wait for your breathing to slow or your heart to stop racing. He meets you exactly as you are, in the tossing, in the tension, in the tearful sighs. Psalm 91 says, "He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust." It's not a promise for the already peaceful. It's a refuge for the restless. That covering is over you now. Whether your mind cooperates or not, divine love doesn't hesitate when it sees movement. It doesn't require perfection. It only requires openness. And you are open even in your struggle. You are loved even in your noise. You are safe even without silence. Dr. Anita Phillips reminds us that healing doesn't always look like peace at first. Sometimes it starts by realizing you're finally safe enough to feel. And you are safe here, not because your body has stilled, but because the presence that watches over you is unshaken. Pope Leo the Catholic once wrote that grace does not hover over perfection. It kneels beside those still wrestling. And tonight, in the middle of your attention, grace is kneeling beside you, not asking for composure, just asking for surrender. Lisa Bevere teaches that transformation doesn't require stillness to begin. It requires honesty. So even if your thoughts are racing and your body is wound tight, you can still receive what God is offering. His love doesn't wait for you to calm down. It simply moves in and begins the work of calming with you. Stillness is not the requirement, it's the result. And even if that result doesn't come tonight, love still has. You don't need to chase it. Just let yourself be held by it. Psalm 23 reminds us that we follow not because we're flawless, but because the shepherd is faithful. He leads gently. He restores patiently. He walks slowly enough for the weary to keep up. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are beloved. Your unrest doesn't disqualify you. It draws him nearer. He doesn't scold you for fidgeting. He doesn't wait for your muscles to relax. He simply stays. He whispers, "Even now, I love you." Not after your thoughts quiet, not when you finally sleep. Now, in this holy mess of emotion and effort, he is near. And he's not measuring your peace. He's multiplying his own, right here, right now, in you. Let these questions rest in your spirit. not as burdens, but as gentle reflections. Have I been trying to earn God's love by achieving stillness? What would change if I believed He loves me in my unrest? Am I willing to let love come before calm? Now speak these truths softly over your soul. God's love meets me where I am. Stillness is not the condition for being held. I am safe, even if I am not calm. This moment does not need to be perfect to be sacred. You don't need to be still to be seen. You don't have to be calm to be cradled. You don't need to sleep to be secure. You only need to receive this one truth: that you are already, completely, and endlessly loved. Tonight, as you lie awake in that familiar tension, restless yet desperate for rest, a quiet voice creeps in. It tells you you're too fragile, too emotional, too weak. That if your faith were stronger, you wouldn't be unraveling like this. That if you truly trusted God, peace wouldn't feel so far. But beloved, let truth silence the lie. Your weakness is not God's rejection. It never has been, it never will be. Your trembling is not a disqualification, it is a doorway. God is not backing away from you, He is drawing closer. Psalm 91 does not describe God as a reward for those who have conquered the night. It calls Him a refuge for those still wrestling in the dark, a shelter for the weary, a covering for the undone. You don't have to hide your ache. You don't have to pretend you're fine. Your ache is not an interruption to His presence. It is the place He moves into with mercy wide open. Pope Leo Capps wrote, "The one who believes they have nothing left is closest to mercy's flood." And maybe that's where you are tonight. Poured out, empty, clinging to hope by a thread. That doesn't mean you're far from God. It means you're standing right where He can meet you. You don't have to prove anything to be held. You don't have to earn peace by holding it all together. T.D. Jakes reminds us that what we call a breakdown might just be breakthrough in disguise, not because the pain is good, but because pain creates space for surrender. And surrender is where God comes in, not as a solution, but as a savior. Lisa Bevere says that truth is where strength begins. And the truth tonight is simple. You're not okay, and you are still deeply loved. Your honesty is not a threat to God's affection. It's the place where His comfort lands. This isn't spiritual failure. This is sacred falling into the arms of a God who was never asking you to be strong, only willing to be His. Psalm 23 doesn't promise a path around the valley. It promises a guide who walks through it with you. One who sets a table not in the absence of fear, but in its presence. Even now in your weariness, even now in the mess of emotions and midnight questions, He's with you, anointing you, seeing you, calling you His. You don't have to wait until you feel strong again to be close to God. You are close now. You're here. You've shown up in the night, and that is enough. Mercy is not delayed until you calm down. It arrives the moment you let down the mask. So do it now. Confess not your failure but your fatigue. Whisper not your shame but your truth. Let God respond, not with disappointment, but with devotion. Let Him say over your heart what shame never could. You are not rejected. You are not forgotten. You are mine. Consider these gentle questions as you breathe tonight. Have I believed that my weakness makes me unworthy of comfort? What if this struggle is not shameful, but sacred ground for connection? Am I willing to let God comfort me before I feel strong again? Now let these truths wrap around your heart like a blanket. My weakness is not God's rejection. Where I run out, God rushes in. I am fully loved, even in my most fragile hour. You don't need to fight to prove your faith tonight. You don't need to wait until you feel better. You only need to fall into the arms already open, into the love that doesn't shift with your strength, into the grace that calls you precious, even now. Let this night remind you, God is not asking for your composure. He's offering His compassion. Let weakness become wonder. Let surrender become safety. And let these quiet hours echo one eternal truth. You are still His. and He is not leaving. You've stared at the ceiling long enough to know every shadow and corner. The clock's glow doesn't just tell time, it taunts. Another hour gone, another stretch of wakefulness you didn't choose. You shift again, sigh again, whisper another prayer, but still no sleep. And somewhere in that silence, fear begins to form. Has God left me in this? If He's near, why do I feel so alone? But tonight, let your soul anchor into this sacred truth. Being sleepless is not the same as being abandoned. Your wakefulness is not divine distance. Your unrest is not evidence of being forgotten. God is not waiting for your body to shut down in order to show up. He is already here, fully, quietly, faithfully. Psalm 91 does not say, "He that sleeps peacefully in the night shall dwell." It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide." And dwelling, beloved, is not about stillness of the body, it's about presence of the heart. You are abiding even here, even now, even wide-eyed and weary. You are not being punished, you are being held. Dr. Anita Phillips teaches that emotional pain doesn't push us away from God, it pulls us deeper into our need for Him. Your restlessness is not rejection, it's a signal flare of the soul. It's your heart longing for touch, for care, for comfort. And God is responding, not with a sudden fix, but with steadfast presence, not with condemnation, but with compassion. He's not pacing above you, wondering when you'll calm down enough for Him to show up. He's already seated at the edge of your night, His mercy wrapped like warmth around your exhaustion. Pope Leo IV once said that God's silence is not absence, it's the sound of mercy breathing beneath the noise. That means this quiet moment is not empty, it's full of grace, full of promise, full of a shepherd who refuses to leave you wandering in the dark. He's not waiting for morning to be near, He is already here. You are not less spiritual because you're struggling to rest. You are just human, and humans need a God who stays, even when nothing else settles. Psalm 23 doesn't promise the absence of valleys, it promises a guide through them. Thou art with me. Not thou art with me when I sleep, but simply thou art with me, here, now. As your body aches with fatigue and your mind loops questions you can't answer, you are not behind, you are not failing, you are not overlooked. This is not wasted time, it's sacred space, a place where God whispers, I haven't moved, I'm still here. He's walking through the hours with you, holding the burdens you don't know how to put down, protecting your spirit while your body refuses to rest. You may feel scattered, but you are surrounded. You may feel weak, but you are wonderfully watched over. You are not abandoned in the silence. You are cradled in it. God's presence doesn't require peace to exist. It creates it. Let Him create that peace in you even now. Let these questions become quiet companions in the stillness. Have I mistaken God's silence for His absence? And I accept that being awake does not mean I've been left behind. Am I willing to believe God is present in the parts of me that don't feel peaceful? Now speak these truths over your restless heart. Sleepless doesn't mean abandoned. God is with me even now. My value is not measured by my rest, but by His love. You are not doing this night alone. You are not walking unseen. You are not unloved because you can't sleep. You are being covered, carried, calmed, not by the absence of struggle, but by the presence of the one who refuses to leave. Let this truth be your rest tonight. You are still His, and He is still here. You've heard Psalm 91 before, maybe in a sermon, maybe in the bright comfort of morning. But tonight, the words feel distant. The shelter feels hard to find. The world around you has quieted, but inside your thoughts are loud, anxious, untamed. You wonder, does this promise still apply to me in this state, in this hour? And the answer, tender and steady, is yes. Psalm 91 is not reserved for the calm or the composed. It is spoken over the raw, the restless, the ones awake in the dark. You dwell in the secret place of the Most High. Not because you're spiritually strong tonight, but because your heart, even in fatigue, has turned toward Him. That turning matters, it counts, and you shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You are not disqualified because you're weary. You are not outside the promise because your chest is tight or your thoughts won't settle. The Word of God does not flex with your emotions. It holds steady, and it holds you. Lisa Bevere says the Word is not a theory to memorize, but a voice to follow. That voice is speaking now, not in grandeur, but in the hush of your unrest. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. This isn't poetic flair, it's a present reality. Right now, God is covering you, not metaphorically, literally, spiritually, supernaturally. He's not waiting for you to feel worthy of comfort. He's not checking your level of peace before showing up. He is already near, already active, already holding you beneath the softness of his wings. T.D. Jakes reminds us that God's word doesn't fade in the dark, it glows. It is a lamp, a lifeline, a living promise. Psalm 91 doesn't need you to feel it for it to be real. Its power isn't emotional, it's eternal. And even as you lie awake, as your prayers stutter, as your eyes blur with tears, the word is standing over you like a shield. You are not trying to believe in an echo, you are resting under a covering. Dr. Anita Phillips tells us that Scripture isn't a bandage for pain, it's a bridge. And tonight, Psalm 91 is that bridge. From despair to assurance, from isolation to intimacy, from fear to the Father's embrace. You don't need to repeat every verse with perfection. You don't need to feel peace to receive it. All you need to do is stay open. And that's what you're doing right now. You're breathing, you're listening, you're staying. That is sacred. That is seen. Psalm 23 echoes this truth. He restoreth my soul, not just in bright mornings, not only when sleep is deep and sweet, but here, in this heavy hidden moment. His restoration is not reserved for the rested. It comes for the restless too. You are not waiting for the word to work. It is already working, already covering, already restoring. Not when you calm down, but as you surrender. Ask yourself with kindness, can I receive the word even when I feel numb? What if Psalm 91 is covering me even when I can't sense it? Am I willing to let God's promises work in my weakness? Now breathe in these truths as sacred affirmations. Psalm 91 is alive in me tonight. Even now, I abide under God's shadow. My emotions do not limit the power of God's word. You are not too distant for Scripture to reach. You are not too frail to be protected. You are exactly the heart Psalm 91 was meant to hold. Let the word speak where you can't. Let it stand where you crumble. Let it carry you when you're too tired to stand. It is still speaking. It has not expired. And tonight, it's whispering to you. You are covered. You are kept. You are mine. You felt it before. The way night seems to amplify everything. What was a whisper in the daylight becomes a roar in the dark. The quiet becomes crowded with questions your heart can't seem to answer. Where is God now? Why does he feel so far? But listen closely, not to your fear, but to the deeper truth beneath it. Darkness doesn't cancel God's comfort. It makes room for it to unfold. God is not waiting for the morning light to begin his mercy. He does not withdraw when shadows fall. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Psalm 23:4. That verse wasn't written for sunny days. It was breathed out for nights like this. For hours when your soul aches, when sleep won't come, when your strength feels distant. God's comfort does not require clarity. It simply asks for your presence. And tonight you showed up. That's enough. Pope Leo XII once said that God does his deepest miracles in unseen hours. That means this night, this quiet, anxious, unremarkable hour is not wasted. It may feel like nothing is happening, but God is not idle. He is sowing seeds in the soil of your surrender. Comfort doesn't always look like resolution. Sometimes it looks like breath, like the stillness that doesn't ask you to smile but simply invites you to be. Lisa Bevere reminds us that darkness is not always a threat. It can be a threshold, the start of something sacred, the place where transformation begins, not because you made it happen, but because you let go. You may feel undone, unproductive, unworthy, but you are not unloved. God is holding you, not in spite of your emptiness, but through it. Divine love is not postponed until you feel better. It's already present, already moving, already wrapping itself around your trembling soul. Dr. Anita Phillips teaches us that darkness doesn't define you. How you're loved in it does. And you are loved here, not later, not after the storm settles, but in the very heart of your unrest. Psalm 91 promises, "He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler." These aren't poetic metaphors. They are God's reality for you now. His feathers are over you. His truth is defending you. His shelter is surrounding you. You don't need to feel comfort to be receiving it. You don't need to sense peace to be covered in it. God is not holding back. He's holding you. And the darkness, it's not a wall, it's a womb. A sacred space where new hope can begin. Ask yourself gently, have I confused silence with separation? What if comfort is here, even if it feels unfamiliar? Am I willing to trust that God's love holds me, even in the dark? And now, let these truths settle deep in your spirit. God's comfort is not canceled by the dark. I'm being held even when I feel hollow. The absence of light is not the absence of love. Let the night be what it is. Quiet, heavy, unclear. But know this, the shadows cannot undo the presence of God. His arms are not waiting at sunrise. They're around you now. You are not alone. You are not lost. You are not beyond comfort. You are being loved in the very place you thought was forgotten. Let that love breathe. Let that truth be your pillow. Let this darkness become holy. 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 You've tried everything. Breathing deep, praying slow, changing positions, reciting scripture. And still, the thoughts keep coming. They spin and loop like restless winds inside your chest. One worry births another. One memory resurrects 100 more. You wonder what's wrong with you. You whisper, why can't I quiet down? You begin to believe that your lack of peace is a kind of failure. But the truth is this, when you can't stop thinking, God doesn't stop holding. His hands don't loosen when your thoughts get loud. His love doesn't retreat when your mind won't rest. Psalm 91 says he covers you, delivers you, rescues you, not because you've silenced your storm, but because he never stops showing up in it. You are not held because you figured it out. You're held because you belong, and that belonging is stronger than every racing thought in your mind. Dr. Anita Phillips reminds us that thoughts aren't your enemies, they're signals. Signals of fear, signals of loss, signals of the parts of you still healing. God is not frightened by these signals. He attends to them. He draws near. He knows the moment the shame started. He knows the deadline that won't let go. He knows the memory that replays like a movie at midnight, and still he does not say, "Be quiet." He says, "I'm here." Pope Leo the Corso once said that God's mercy is most potent when we feel least in control. That means this mental swirl, this 3 a.m. confusion, it is holy ground for grace. It is the exact place where mercy lands, not as a concept, but as a presence. Lisa Bevere teaches that spiritual growth is not suppressing emotion, it's surrendering the inner world to God's care. So don't try to shut it all down. Invite him into the noise, not with polished prayers, but with truth. God, I don't know what to do with this. That honesty is the doorway to peace. Psalm 23 does not describe clarity, it describes trust. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Those waters might not be inside your head tonight, but they surround your soul. The shepherd isn't pacing above your chaos, he's guiding you through it. You don't need to have a quiet mind to be spiritually safe. You don't need a clean thought pattern to be covered. The thoughts may race, but you are not lost in them. Beneath the storm runs a deeper truth. God is still holding you. He has not released you to your anxieties. He is holding tighter, not looser. And that is what makes you safe, not silence, but His grip. Let these questions rest in your spirit, not as burdens, but as gentle reflections. What if God is holding me, even when I can't hold my thoughts still? Can I stop blaming myself for mental unrest and start receiving mercy in it? Am I willing to let God be my peace instead of trying to force it? Now speak these truths softly over your soul. My thoughts do not scare God. Even in mental noise, I am spiritually held. I am safe because He never lets go. You've tried everything, changing positions, praying, counting, breathing deep, but the thoughts won't quiet. Your mind races through memories, fears, and worries that refuse to rest. It's tempting to believe that your inability to sleep is a reflection of spiritual failure, that if your faith were stronger, you'd be calmer, that if you trusted more, you'd be at peace. But hear this clearly and with tenderness. You are not failing at faith because you're awake. Your restlessness is not rebellion. Your anxiety is not evidence of distance from God. Psalm 91 doesn't promise peace only to the serene. It promises shelter to those who stay close. And you, in your wakeful state, are still near. You haven't walked away. You are still whispering prayers into the night, still reaching. That is faith. Not polished, not perfect, but profoundly present. You are not a spiritual failure. You are a human being clinging to hope, and that's holy ground. Pope Leo the Catholic once said that God meets us most intimately in the places we feel least adequate. That means this moment, your midnight struggle, your weary confusion, your aching search for peace is sacred. It's not wasted. Lisa Bever reminds us that faith doesn't grow in comfort. It's refined in tension. And tonight is full of that tension. Between belief and exhaustion, between desire for rest and reality of unrest. But still, you are here, still calling on the name of God, still choosing to believe, even if faintly, that you are held. Dr. Anita Phillips teaches that God doesn't wait for us to be still to arrive. He meets us in the storm. And you are in the storm, but storms don't scare Him. They don't disqualify you. They simply become the backdrop for divine comfort. You are not less faithful because your mind is loud. You are not unloved because your body is restless. You are seen, you are understood, and you are deeply presently held. Psalm 23 says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." That valley includes sleeplessness. It includes anxiety. It includes 3 a.m. questions and longings and mental loops that won't let go. But the shepherd does not walk away when the shadows lengthen. He walks closer. You don't need to earn His nearness. You just need to know He's already there. You are not a failed believer. You are a tired one. And God blesses the tired. He doesn't require composure. He just honors your staying. Your breath, your ache, your tears, they all matter. They are all held. And in this very moment, that is enough. Let these questions become quiet companions in the stillness. Have I mistaken my tiredness for spiritual failure? What if God draws closer in wakefulness instead of pulling away? Can I release shame and receive grace exactly as I am? Now speak these truths over your restless heart. My wakefulness is not proof of God's absence. It is the place of His nearness. I am not failing. I am still reaching. Faith is present even when rest is not. You've been waiting for the silence to come, hoping that if your mind would just go quiet, maybe your soul would follow. But the stillness you crave hasn't arrived. Thoughts pace back and forth like restless footsteps in a hallway, and in that ache for calm you begin to wonder, if I could just be still, I would feel God again. But tonight, let your spirit hear this truth. Mercy doesn't require silence, only surrender. God is not waiting for your mind to stop racing before he draws near. Psalm 91 makes no demand for quiet. It offers refuge, shelter, shadow, not as a reward for achieving calm, but as a gift for the weary, the overwhelmed, the undone. You are welcome in his presence exactly as you are, noise and all. Mercy meets you not after the chaos settles, but in the middle of it. And right now, it is meeting you. Pope Leo Kobe once said, "Mercy rushes into the rooms we stop trying to clean." When we unclench our grip on performance, control, and emotional perfection, that's when mercy moves in. Tonight, you may think your worth hinges on how fast you can find peace. But peace is not something you earn, it's something that finds you. Lisa Bevere reminds us that surrender is not weakness, it is holy trust. It's lifting your hands in the dark and whispering, "I'm tired, but I'm yours." That moment of softening, that is the altar. That is where God arrives, not with demands, but with delight. You don't need a polished prayer or a flawless mindset. You just need to let go, to stop managing what was never yours to fix. Peace is not the prize for spiritual strength. It's the presence that comes when you admit you need help. And help is here, in the dark, in the swirl, in the breath that's breaking. Dr. Anita Phillips reminds us that surrender is not emotional collapse. It's the most courageous step we take toward healing. Surrender invites God into the pain, not to erase it immediately, but to hold us within it. Psalm 23 promises that he restores our soul. Restoration isn't instant, it's slow, sacred. It doesn't begin when everything is calm. It begins when the shepherd steps in. And he has. He's not pacing the edge of your unrest, waiting for you to figure it out. He's seated beside you, steady, close, unshaken. You don't need to be composed to be comforted. You don't need to be silent to be safe. You just need to be willing to receive mercy, not as a future reward, but as a present reality. God is already holding what you've been struggling to manage. Let these questions become quiet companions in the stillness. By chasing silence when God is inviting surrender. What if mercy is already moving? Even if nothing looks resolved, can I release the pressure to manage this moment and simply offer it to God? Now speak these truths over your restless heart. I surrender, not because I'm strong, but because I'm safe. God's mercy meets me in the noise, not after the noise ends. Peace is not something I perform. It's something I receive. You're tired in a way that no amount of sleep can fix. Your body may ache, but it's your spirit that feels depleted. You've prayed, breathed deeply, tried distractions, whispered scripture, but the thoughts persist. They arrive uninvited. Shame, regret, deadlines, memories. And in the midst of this mental exhaustion, a quiet truth emerges like light through fog. God prepares peace not after the exhaustion ends, but right in the center of it. He doesn't wait for you to feel whole. He sets the table when you feel most undone. Psalm 23 doesn't say he prepares a table when everything is resolved. It says, "Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies." And tonight, those enemies are not just external, they're internal. The mental spirals, the ache of unworthiness, the pressure to be okay. And still, he lays out peace, not as reward, but as rescue. Pope Leo XII reminds us that God doesn't expect the weary to rise before he feeds them. He kneels beside them and begins the feast. Maybe tonight you've hit your emotional floor. You're not just tired, you're unraveling. But that unraveling isn't failure, it's sacred space. Lisa Bevere teaches that true strength often begins in surrender. So when you stay present in your weariness, when you refuse to numb or flee, That becomes an altar, an invitation for God to kneel down and bring peace like bread, mercy like wine. He does not demand performance. He asks only that you stay. And staying doesn't mean doing, it means being. Being where you are, with what you have, and letting Him meet you there. This peace is not the absence of exhaustion. It's the presence of someone stronger, kneeling in the center of your fatigue. Dr. Anita Phillips gently teaches that spiritual exhaustion is not a problem to fix, but a cry to be held. And God hears that cry. He doesn't require you to produce calm before offering comfort. Psalm 91 says, "His faithfulness shall be thy shield and buckler." Not your effort, not your resolve, His faithfulness. That means tonight, when your own strength feels like sand slipping through fingers, you are still shielded, still covered, still loved. You are not too tired to be touched by God. You are not too messy to be met with mercy. Even now, especially now, peace is being prepared. Not later, not once you've calmed down. Now, in the spinning thoughts, in the rawness, in the haze. He's not asking you to rise. He's feeding you where you've fallen. Let these soul-anchoring questions sink in. What if my exhaustion is not a barrier, but an invitation? Can I receive peace without producing calm? Am I willing to believe God is setting a table even when I can't sit upright? Now wrap yourself in these spoken truths. God is preparing peace for me right here, in this mental fog. Exhaustion is not failure. It is the gateway to grace. I am safe to collapse. I am still covered. I am being gently restored. The night stretches on. The room is still, but your soul is restless. You've tried turning over, praying softer, breathing deeper, but sleep hasn't come. And quietly, the fear creeps in. Maybe I won't feel safe again until I sleep. But the Spirit speaks differently. What if the safety you crave is already here? What if rest isn't a prerequisite for being protected, but the fruit of knowing you already are? Psalm 91 begins with a promise, not to the rested, but to the dweller. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You are not disqualified because you're awake. You are not outside His covering because you're mentally alert. You're in the shadow, right now, with racing thoughts, with dry eyes, with an ache you can't name. And that shadow isn't just a poetic idea. It's a shelter, a home, a place of abiding presence. T.D. Jakes once taught that shelter isn't about escape, it's about stability. That's what God offers you tonight. Not the absence of storm, but the strength to stay rooted within it. You don't need to escape your emotions to be under His wings. You are already there. Pope Leo XIII said the wings of God are not closed to the restless. They are spread wide for the ones who can't yet rest. Lisa Bevere reminds us that spiritual protection isn't proven by how strong we feel. It's proven by the one who refuses to let go of us. And God refuses to let go of you. You are not pacing outside His love. You are pacing inside His protection. That is the miracle of mercy. It does not wait for your mind to calm before it wraps around your life. Even if your thoughts are flickering like candlelight, His covering remains fixed and firm. You don't have to feel it for it to be true. Psalm 23 echoes this same promise in a new light. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. That includes the sleepless nights, the shadowed hours, the moments when your body feels like it's running on empty and your soul feels too thin to breathe. Goodness is still following you. Mercy is still surrounding you. You are not running alone in the dark. You are covered, you are held, you are inside something sacred, even if it doesn't feel that way yet. Feelings fluctuate, but truth stands still. And the truth is, the shelter of God doesn't collapse when you do. It remains strong, gentle, constant. You may still be tired, you may still be sleepless, but you are not uncovered. You are not alone. You are sheltered, fully, tenderly, eternally? Let these questions become quiet companions in the stillness. Have I confused sleeplessness with being spiritually exposed? Can I trust that God's protection is present even when my peace is not? Am I willing to stop chasing calm and instead receive covering? Now speak these affirmations softly to your spirit. God's shadow covers me even in my unrest. I am not waiting to be safe. I already am. Even in wakefulness, I remain sheltered by His mercy. The clock has shifted again. What was late night has become early morning, and still your body resists rest. Your mind remains alert, circling worries like a watchman pacing a wall. You whisper, "How will I make it through tomorrow if I don't sleep?" And fear joins in, intensifying the ache of fatigue. You're not going to be okay. But in the tender stillness of this sleepless stretch, a voice not born of fear, but of faith. You are still safe, even without sleep. Your safety tonight is not measured by hours rested or REM cycles achieved. It is measured by the unchanging nearness of God, and He has not moved. Psalm 91 declares with certainty, "He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust." This is not a bedtime proverb, it is an eternal position. You are not waiting to be secure. You are already sheltered, not because your eyes have closed, but because His eyes never do. Dr. Anita Phillips reminds us that anxiety often dresses itself as vigilance, a survival response from a soul that has carried too much, too long. And maybe tonight, it's not disbelief that keeps you awake, but the accumulation of unprocessed burdens. You've been strong, you've been responsible, but strength was never meant to be unending. Even the strongest vessels crack under prolonged pressure. But the good news is this: you don't have to carry what God is offering to hold. He is here, not watching to see if you'll finally sleep, but waiting to catch everything you no longer have the strength to manage. Pope Leo XIV beautifully said, "Safety is not in outcome, but in accompaniment." And that's what tonight holds. Not just comfort, but companionship. You are not moving through these sleepless hours alone. You are walking beside the one who has promised His presence, not just when you're strong, but especially when you're not. Psalm 23 offers another image of safety in the dark. "Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me." These are not metaphors for sleep. They are the symbols of divine protection. The shepherd is guarding you not because you've earned rest, but because you're His. Lisa Bevere teaches that being held by God doesn't always feel like being healed. And maybe that's true tonight. You're not numb, you're tender, you're not resting, you're raw, but you're still held. God's care does not wait for stillness. He is the God who defends, provides, and surrounds, even while you're awake. You may feel frayed, but you are not forgotten. You may be restless, but you are not rejected. Your safety is not postponed. It is already present. Let these questions become quiet companions in the stillness. What if I can't sleep, but I am still safe, and I release the fear that exhaustion means abandonment? Am I willing to exchange the dread of tomorrow for trust in the God who's already there? Now speak these truths over your restless heart. I'm still safe, even without sleep. God surrounds me tonight, and He will carry me through tomorrow. My rest is not only in sleep, but in His steadfast presence. By now, it may feel like the night has slipped through your fingers. You've done all the right things, prayed, surrendered, tried to breathe deeply, tried to let go. But sleep remains distant, and peace feels just out of reach. In the silence, shame starts to whisper. If your faith were stronger, you'd be calm by now. But tonight, let truth rise higher than the lie. Peace is not something you earn, it is something you receive. God is not measuring your stillness. He is not waiting for your performance. He is simply present, offering what the world never can: comfort without condition. Psalm 91 doesn't promise safety to the best behaved. It promises refuge to those who dwell, and you are dwelling. not because you've mastered the night, but because you've stayed with God in it. And that is more than enough. Pope Leo XIV once said that grace reaches its richest depths when the soul is too tired to swim. You are there now, in the deep end of exhaustion, where no effort remains. But this is the place where peace moves closest. It doesn't come as a ladder to climb or a reward to earn. It comes as an embrace. Lisa Bevere teaches that divine peace is not circumstantial, it is covenantal. That means it's not based on what you feel, but on who He is. And He is the Prince of Peace, the steady shepherd, the faithful Father. You don't need to be put together to be wrapped in His stillness. He gives peace not in return for calm, but as an act of love. And love is already here. Dr. Anita Phillips reminds us that peace is not the absence of struggle, but the presence of someone who chooses to sit with us inside it. And that's exactly what God is doing now. Not waiting, but with you. Psalm 23 does not say, He leadeth me once I've settled down. It says, He leadeth me beside still waters. He restoreth my soul. That restoration isn't delayed until you feel peaceful. It begins the moment you say, I need you. And you've said it, maybe in whispers, maybe in tears, maybe in silence. But God heard, and He is leading. Restoration doesn't require resolution. You don't have to fall asleep to be renewed. You only have to be open, and you are. You're still here, still breathing, still reaching. That's not failure. That's faith. And that's enough for peace to land right where you are. Let these questions hold your heart in honesty. Have I been trying to earn the very peace God longs to give? What if peace is not about what I do, but who I belong to? Am I willing to receive comfort without needing to deserve it? Now breathe in these affirmations like oxygen. Peace is God's gift to me, not my achievement. I receive what I cannot produce, His presence, His stillness, His love. Even now, without sleep, I rest in the peace that holds me. This night may not have unfolded the way you hoped, but it is not wasted. Peace is being offered not because you figured it out, but because you stayed. And staying is surrender. Staying is trust. Staying is holy. Peace is not a transaction. It is not performance-based. It is a gift, and it is yours right now. The light begins to shift. The hush of night gives way to a world slowly stirring, and yet inside you, weariness clings like fog that refuses to lift. You've survived the dark, but the dawn doesn't bring the relief you hoped for. There was no deep sleep, no miraculous stillness, just the quiet grit of breath by breath endurance. And now, with morning rising, so does another ache. How will I make it through this day? But pause here. Let this truth rise higher than your dread. You are not stepping into this day alone, and you are not expected to carry its weight in your own strength. The promise of Psalm 91 did not expire with the sunrise. He shall cover you with His feathers, remains true in the daylight. God's mercy is not only for the rested, it rushes to the weary, and it is rushing to you now. Dr. Anita Phillips says that survival is sacred. It's the testimony of resilience when all you had was breath. And that's you, still breathing, still present, still wrapped in mercy. The morning does not demand your perfection, it simply welcomes your presence, even trembling, even exhausted, even unsure. Pope Leo XIV once wrote that dawn is not the end of God's care, it is the unveiling of His next provision. So let this morning be less about pressure and more about presence. The shepherd who walked with you through the long night is the same shepherd who now walks beside you into the unknown light of a new day. Psalm 23 doesn't end at night. It continues with the assurance that surely goodness and mercy shall follow you, not just in spiritual victories, but in blurry, bleary mornings like this. Lisa Bevere speaks of holy grit, the quiet courage to rise even when everything in you wants to stay curled up in darkness. That is what you're embodying now, rising not from strength, but from surrender. You are not alone in this fragile ascent. God is already ahead of you, already filling the hours with the grace you will need. He is not asking for smiles or clarity. He's offering sustenance. This morning may begin with weary steps, but it is rooted in sacred ground. You are still God's, still covered, still on holy terrain. Your eyes may burn, your nerves may be raw, but His love is fresh, His presence steady, and His mercies, as always, new every morning. Let these questions prepare you gently for the hours ahead. And I release the pressure to begin this day strong and begin it seen instead. What if God is already waiting with mercy for every hour I fear I won't survive? Am I willing to believe that tired faith is still real faith? Now breathe in these affirmations as you rise. I do not rise alone. God rises with me. Today begins not with perfection, but with presence. Even weary I am guided. Even tired I am chosen. Even now I am loved. This is not a morning to fake it. It is a morning to be carried. Let God's grace be your fuel. Let mercy meet your fatigue. The sun has risen, and so have you. Not in your own strength, but in His faithfulness. You made it through the night, and now you will walk through the day, not perfectly, but protected, not with ease, but with Emmanuel, and that is more than enough. The day has arrived, and you feel unready, not just tired in body, but emptied in soul. You didn't get the sleep your body craved, the rest your mind pleaded for, or the renewal you had hoped the night would bring. The world around you is waking, moving, demanding, and your insides whisper with sacred honesty, I have nothing left. But right there, in that raw confession, God responds not with judgment, but with mercy. That's where I begin. This may not be a day you prepared for, but it is a day God has already prepared for you. You are not stepping into the unknown alone. You are stepping into it accompanied. Psalm 91 declares it. He shall give His angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. All your ways, not just the rested ones, but the weary ones too. This is not a deficit. This is a divine setup for grace to meet you in motion, not just in moments of stillness. Jakes reminds us that divine strength rarely feels like a rush of adrenaline. It feels like grace doing what your strength cannot. That's what's coming for you today. You may not feel superhuman, but you will be sustained. You may not feel sharp, but you will be carried. Pope Leo Cassor said it beautifully. When human strength fails before noon, divine mercy takes over the rest. That is your inheritance today. You are not expected to impress anyone. You are only invited to walk. Walk through this day with sacred dependency. Psalm 23 whispers gently, He leadeth me beside still waters. But today that still water is not a place you must reach. It's a presence that walks with you. You don't have to catch up. You just have to follow. And even if your steps are slow, they are still directed. They are still held. Dr. Anita Phillips teaches that spiritual strength often begins with emotional honesty. That means when you say, God, I don't know how to do this today, you're not being weak, you're being real. And real is where strength begins. Lisa Bevere adds that weariness is not waste. It is a holy posture, one that slows you, empties you, makes space for something deeper than hustle, dependency. Let today's tiredness humble you into gentleness. Let it quiet your ego, still your rush, and awaken your awareness to the God who will whisper instructions while you work, breathe mercy into your pace, and give you enough, not for the entire day, but moment by moment. Let these sacred questions guide you as you step into the morning. What if this day is more about what God wants to give me than what I have to give away? And I believe that strength will meet me in the doing, not just before it. Am I willing to move gently, depending fully, trusting deeply? Now speak these soul-anchoring affirmations. This day is God-prepared, not self-perfected. Strength will rise as I walk, step by step, breath by breath. I move through this day not with pressure, but with promise. You didn't enter this day with a full tank, but you entered it fully loved, and that is more powerful than adrenaline. His mercy has already filled every hour you will face. His peace has already wrapped around the things you cannot control. Let that be enough. You are not required to be everything today. You are invited to be held. And that holding, sacred, steady, supernatural, is how you'll make it through, not in your own strength, but in His. Let the day begin not with dread, but with divine dependence. You made it through the night, not with deep rest or relief, but with a sacred presence that never left your side. You may feel like you've failed because you didn't sleep, but spiritually something beautiful happened. You were covered the entire time, not by your strength, not by your strategies, but by God Himself. While the world lay still and your thoughts swirled, something stronger than exhaustion surrounded you. Mercy wrapped around your weary body, love hovered like breath over your anxious chest. You didn't sleep, but you were not abandoned. You were held. And that makes this morning not a defeat, but a holy arrival. Psalm 91 didn't stop working just because your mind stayed busy. It stood as a fortress through every wave of emotion. Every sigh, every whisper of "God, please," was met with an echo from heaven. I am here. Pope Leo the Calvary reminds us that God's protection does not require your awareness. It flows faithfully whether or not you feel it. While you fought to relax, angels stood on assignment. While you wondered if you were enough, grace refused to let go. You were never left vulnerable, even when you felt undone. This morning doesn't declare your weakness, it declares your resilience under the shadow of the Almighty. You stayed, and that staying, tired, tear-streaked trembling, is faith. Dr. Anita Phillips teaches that progress isn't measured in peacefulness but in presence. And you stayed present. You showed up to prayer. You kept whispering truth. You held on when sleep did not, and heaven saw it. All of it. You are not starting this day from failure. You are starting it from faith. Is that Lisa Bevere once said that the greatest miracle is not always healing or breakthrough, but the soul that refuses to quit. That's your miracle today. You didn't give up. You endured with open hands. You dared to believe that God still covers the restless, and He does. He still is. Psalm 23 offers you your next step. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me. Not if you're rested, not if you got 8 hours, but because you are His, and His goodness didn't clock out at midnight. It flows into this new day, surrounding your weariness with wisdom, compassion, and grace. You are not empty. You are not failing. You are covered. Right now. Right here. Let these questions become quiet companions in the stillness. Can I release the guilt of being awake and embrace the grace of being held? What if God was more glorified in my surrender than He ever would have been in perfect rest? Am I willing to receive today as someone already covered in love? Now speak these truths over your restless heart. Even without sleep, I was covered and protected. My night was not wasted. It was a sacred space where God remained. I walk into this day in grace, not shame, in strength, not performance, in faith, not fear.